MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Blazers and the Thunder. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Antoine Fong will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Stepping up now, Richard Richardson. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff. And I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of habit. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night and rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get stuff thrown down their throat right at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting first, the third baseman, Mike Mendez.
At the plate, Mike Mendez. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Arellano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mike Diaz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ball 1. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-0 offering. Smoke toward third. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Now in the box, Adrian Esparza. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now here it comes. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Scott Franchise. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here at 304. 26 home runs and 65 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Farmer. And now a pitch on the way.
Outside, that's a ball.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And they were able to put up double digits in the runs column yesterday, so a similar performance from the lineup would give them a good chance at least at a series sweep.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Settling in now, Mad Dog Jackson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. The 3-2 pitch. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Digging in now, J.D. Eastman. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. He's set. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Now the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Arellano is there, and he has it for the out.
That is 7. The shortstop.
So stepping in, Colt Snow, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate, Jake Madison. A ball and no strikes. The Thunder do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Mike Diaz.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. One and one the count now. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2. fouled away. Three runs already home here. Liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Richard Richardson is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Diaz is off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. Portland leads it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Mike Hayes. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Just hung in there on that one. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Ready now, Michael Lopez. He'll be trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished with a 4-for-5 line at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. One and two now.
1 ball.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over 290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
At the plate now, Andrew Arellano, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Two and two. The 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Saul Worthing, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He'll check in here at 277. 7 homers, 27 driven in. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Lifted down the line in left. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. In to score is the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, Hal Hale, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
The 1-1. Scooped up. 2 out here and a runner at second. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Nori Dizzy. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Mendez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Mendez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. So striding in, Eric Farmer. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now here's the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Now the 2-1. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Leading off the inning, Antoine Fong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 1.
First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping into the box, Brian Cannon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
1-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
The batter, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Into the box, Adrian Esparza, and it's fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 16.
Now batting, Scott Franchise. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any low?
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. In now, Mike Hayes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Franchise is on his way home. And he will score as well. And they've gone ahead here by a run. It's 4-3.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
So striding forward now, Andrew Arellano. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Richardson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Tennessee is out in front, 4-3. Stepping in, Mad Dog Jackson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder, J.D. Eastman.
In now, J.D. Eastman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Arellano will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Cole Snow.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Colt Snow. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And now a pitch on the way. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the fourth. 2-0 now.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a one-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
That one's in there. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jake Madison is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Bouncer up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Mike Diaz, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Ball 1.
Put down 1-1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-1. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2 down, runners at first and second. Three and 2 now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He set the payoff pitch, and he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Tennessee is on top here, 4-3. Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthing. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
The 0-1 delivery.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Hal Hale. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, number 1.
So here now is the pitcher, Antoine Fong. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Richard Richardson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Nori Dizzy.
Ready once again, Nori Dizzy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
At the plate, Mike Mendez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, and so be it.
Into the box, Eric Farmer. No balls and 1 strike. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Worthing is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Cannon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in, Adrian Esparza is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
16. Scott Franchise.
Standing in, Scott Franchise. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
1-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 2 the count. Now here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to hit is the catcher, Mad Dog Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D. Eastman.
Into the box now, J.D. Eastman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Arellano is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Colt Snow.
Digging in, Colt Snow. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. To short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Jimmy Painter enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Jimmy Painter.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Hayes.
The catcher, Mike Hayes.
First offering on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Hayes is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And another foul ball. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The next 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and that's the first out.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Standing in, Michael Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-1 is Swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
1-2.
This is in the air out to right. Eastman is there. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Digging in to try it again. Andrew Arellano 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First delivery to him on the way. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Now ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jake Madison.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
This is foul right side. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Francisco Barreto will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Barreto.
This one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The average coming in at 266. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Eric Mensch comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. At the plate now, Richard Richardson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the belt, the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
In now, Nori Dizzy, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
The 0-2 delivery. Scorched to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Tony Tabaco gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Into the box, Saul Worthing. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the shortstop, Hal Hale.
Now to the plate, Hal Hale. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Pitch on the way. Windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Milton Otto will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 6 home runs and 19 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Tavico has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder at the track, the wall, and it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now 6-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, Brian Hannon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The bat, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Stepping in, Adrian Esparza, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Now the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1 on its way. Line hard. Foul. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th as they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Quentin Walls has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Quentin Walls.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Mike Mendez. Here comes the first pitch. The Thunder are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. One and one, here it comes.
Count is 2-1.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Eric Farmer is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make it out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box now, Eric Farmer, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Riding in once again, Mad Dog Jackson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Digging in, J.D. Eastman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Tennessee leads this one 6-3. Leonel Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Diaz.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Scott Franchise.
Franchise.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Hayes.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, Michael Lopez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Two out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
The 2-2.
got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Guy Eaton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Colt Snow will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. There's strike two as the slider hits the outside corner. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Jake Madison. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
The 3-0 pitch on its way. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The batter, the pitcher,
Alejandro Rosas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Alejandro Rosas.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Right back to him on the mound. One there on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
6-3 the final score today. Tennessee led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Antoine Fong earns win number 7 on the season. Guy Eaton earns the save out of the bullpen, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.